What is up, boys and girls? We are live, and I'm happy to see more than 30 members waiting for this live stream. And I'm happy to see all the new members. I'm happy to see the members who watch this live streams on weekly basis. And if you're here first time, first of all, let me briefly introduce myself. My name is Vasily. I'm a trading coach. I'm a pro trader, and for more than 9 years, I'm trading. And during these live streams, I show how I trade. I show how I analyze different markets. I show how I look for the trades. I show how I make predictions relying on my trading approach. And also a very important element of this live streams is of course our dialogue. So remember that during this live session, we have a live chat here on YouTube that I will constantly read, that I will monitor, and there you can ask me questions. There you can ask me to analyze anything you want. And if something is not clear, always feel free to ask me questions there. I will be happy to help. And say hello in the live chat if you are here, if you are watching. Say good day, good morning, good evening, depending on your time zone. And let's start. So, my trading strategy is called the top-down trading strategy, and that strategy is based on multiple time frame analysis. It is purely price action structure-based strategy that is not based on the fundamentals, just on technicals, right? And I prepared for you some examples of how I apply this trading strategy, and I wanted to start into this session analyzing dollar CAD, because in dollar CAD with my students we shorted the pair already, and I want to show you what was the exact reason of shorting dollar CAD. Hello Philemon, hello Sylvia, hello Mansoor, Chess here, CEO Judo, Tom, Inside Vlog, Kelvin, Vanda, Paul, Priest, Patrick, Kazim, Dodi, Christina, Brandon, so many members. Hello. Nice to see you all. Chitana. And yeah, I know that for the last 3 weeks, I haven't done the live sessions covering the New York opening. I was focused on the London session opening, and many of you asked me to do the New York session opening this week. Yeah, so as you know, your feedbacks, your opinion is always very important. So always share with me your thoughts and your views. Anyway, dollar CAD pair. We always start our analysis from a higher time frame. We always start from a daily time frame, and on a daily time frame, our task is to analyze the market trend. Our task, first of all, is to get where the market is going, whether the market is bullish, bearish, or trading in sideways. And in order to analyze the market trend, we rely on price action. If the market is bullish, we are looking for the sequence of higher highs and higher lows, while if the market is bearish, we are looking for the lower lows and lower highs. So here, dollar CAD pair is of course trading in a bearish trend, because we can see that over time the market keeps setting the lower highs and lower lows. So from that high, you can see that we dropped, we retraced, we set a lower high, then we dropped again, set a new lower low, we retraced, set a lower high, and dropped again and set a new lower low. So the trend on dollar CAD is bearish. And for us, then, it is important to identify the points, the areas from where it will be safe for us to short the market, from where it will be safe for us to catch a bearish trend continuation. In order to do that, what we do, first of all, we zoom in the chart, we analyze the recent price action, and we look for key levels. We look for the trend lines, support and resistance levels, supply and demand zones. And from there, we are looking for trading opportunities. So how do we look for these structures? We analyze the recent price action, and we look from where in the recent past bullish or bearish movements initiated. For example, over here we have a strong horizontal resistance. Why? Because just recently, 2 times in a row, 2 bearish movements initiated from that structure. You can see that 2 very significant bearish movements initiated from that. So it is a very strong horizontal resistance. But if we look lower and analyze the price action from the beginning of July, we can spot one more structure. Here we can identify that zone, that structure. First, you can see that it was a resistance. You can see that from that we saw a bearish reaction. After the breakout, that structure turned into support from where we saw 2 bullish reactions. And then that area was violated. The daily candle closed below that. And of course, after the breakout, that area turned into resistance. And that can be the area from where the next bearish movement will initiate, right? So our task, once the key level is reached, once the area from where we will look for shorting is reached, we do not blindly buy or sell that area. We start looking for confirmation. Then we start analyzing the lower time frames, and on lower time frames we look for confirmation. Yes, that is what we are doing with the top-down analysis. Traders, remember, if you have questions, feel free to ask. Yes, if you're wondering why exactly is that this structure, why exactly is that area is a strong resistance. If something is not clear, feel free to ask. Yes, I will be happy to help. Nice to see Rashid right here. Nice to see Muhammad watching from Indonesia. Nice to see you. Kazim here, Davis here. Nice to see you. So that resistance here is reached. Now let's open a 4-hour time frame and let's check how the price reacts to that resistance on a 4-hour. If we open a 4-hour, what can we identify here on the 4-hour? Candlestick patterns here play a very important role because I really want you to tell what exactly was happening with the market. Take a look, traders. So the market reached that structure level, right? We reached that level. And then we formed a bullish engulfing candle. Even though the market was falling steadily, once that level was reached, we formed bullish engulfing candle that engulfed that previous bearish candle. And then after that, we started to grow rapidly. Growth initiated. We formed a high momentum bullish candle right here. And after that, with that bullish candle, we reached that resistance. We reached that daily resistance. And check how the market reacted to that. First, we formed doji candle. Then we formed a couple of very weak candles. Then we formed doji candle again. So even though the market was very bullish, once that resistance was reached, the market stopped growing. Yeah, I guess, traders, that is very important to consider. Then if we open hourly time frame and analyze how the market was reacting to that structure on an hourly, we can spot that once that resistance was reached, we started to consolidate. You can see that then we started to trade within the range. We started to trade within a very narrow horizontal trading range, perfectly respecting its boundaries. And after the completion of the consolidation, the market violated the support of the range to the downside, right? You can see that the range was broken with a strong bearish candle. We closed below that. And of course, that violation was a very important bearish signal. That signified that buyers lost confidence in that support and selling pressure was very strong. So for me and my students, that was the exact signal to short dollar CAD here this morning. And what we were looking for, we were looking for the retest of a broken support of the range, because being very conservative trader, I always trade on retests. So this morning, on a retest, short position was opened, stop loss is lying above the highs of the pattern. And where is the target for the trade? Your first target for the trade, of course, is always the closest strong structure. So you should look left and analyze the key levels and identify the closest strong support. Looking left, over here, traders, I guess you see that we have a very important structure. Right, we have a very important support right here. Why? Because first it was the support. After the breakout, 3 times in a row it was respected as the resistance. And then it was broken to the upside again. And then after the breakout, of course, it turned into support. So our target is simply lying a little bit above that resistance. Yes. And of course, because the market is bearish, the pair may drop even lower. And our next goal for that trade is based on the current structure low. Yeah, so there is our target. So the trade is currently active. You can see that now bears are pushing. And I also see some important bearish confirmation right here. You can see that here on an hourly time frame, we also formed the rising wedge pattern. And currently the price breaks the support of the range to the downside. Yes, one more important bearish clue right here. So let's hope that the pair will keep falling. Bias is very bearish. And traders, let me know if everything is clear right here. Let me know if I need to clarify something. Also, traders, by the way, I see a very similar trading setup on pound Swiss pair that is still forming. If you want me to share with you the analysis, give me yes in the live chat, and I will share with you the analysis for pound Swiss with entry stop in targets. Now, about your questions. So I see a lot of questions about US 30 index. I see a lot of questions about US 30 from gentlemen from now is the time. So let's check it. Let's check what is up with Dow Jones index. First of all, by the way, those who follow me for quite a while know that each and every weekend I share the forecast, the video forecast for the coming week. And I shared very in-depth, detailed analysis for US 30 in my Sunday's videos. So make sure you watch it because it is very important. So opening Dow Jones index, let's again start with the daily. Daily time frame here is very important because on a daily time frame, analyzing the market trend, we can spot that the market is trading in a bullish trend. Yes, we are bullish. However, once that resistance here is reached, something changed. And instead of growing, the index started to consolidate. And you can see that currently the index is trading within that horizontal trading range. Then looking left, you can see that the resistance of the range matches perfectly with that horizontal key level. And no surprise why the price keeps setting the equal highs respecting that resistance. So First of all, because the trend is bullish globally, because we are trading in a bullish trend, the first option is, of course, to consider the trend following scenario, to consider the bullish scenario right here. I will be bullish on the index if the market violates the resistance of that range to the upside. If the daily candle closes above that horizontal resistance, it will be a very strong bullish signal, and it will most likely trigger a trend following movement. So your bullish confirmation will be a daily candle close above that resistance. Yes, that will be your bullish confirmation, and then growth will be expected. What will be the next goal for the buyers? Then the next goal for the buyers will be that resistance right here. You can see that here we have a very important horizontal key level, important high of last year. So that will be the next goal in case of a breakout. Considering the bearish scenario, if we open a 4-hour time frame, on a 4-hour time frame, we can spot that on a 4-hour we are also consolidating, and you can see that on a 4-hour time frame we are trading within one more range. Yes, we are trading within one more horizontal range, and the price set two equal highs, respecting the resistance of that range, and two equal lows. So I will be bearish on the index if the price breaks and closes below the support of the range. To me, the bearish violation of the support of the range will be a strong bearish signal, and that will most likely push the index lower. So if you are bearish biased, if you're looking for shorting, for now the best and safest option is to wait for the breakout of the range's support. Yeah, that will be the plan. I hope, traders, everything is clear, and I hope that you got the logic. And I promised to analyze pound Swiss. I see a lot of yes in the live chat, so let me show you what I spotted on pound Swiss. Let me show you the trading opportunity there. So pound Swiss pair, let's open the daily time frame analysis here is very important. Why? Because first of all, analyzing the market trend on a daily, we can spot that the market is trading in a bullish trend, and once that high was reached, we started a correctional movement. And the fact is that currently the pair is trading on that very important horizontal structure support. Why is it a support? Simply because 2 times in a row it was a strong resistance. 2 times in a row we saw nice bearish movements from that. Then that structure was violated to the upside, and you can see that then it turned into support from where we saw a strong bullish movement. And just recently, even though the market was falling sharply, once that support was reached, we got a strong rejection right here. The whack of that candle right here is much bigger than its body. It signifies a strong bullish pressure from here. So that is a strong horizontal support from where we can try to catch a pullback. However, again, we won't blindly buy that key level. It is not enough for us. We will need something else right here. We will need the intraday confirmation. So let's open a 4-hour time frame and let's analyze how the market reacts to that support on a 4-hour. Here on the 4-hour time frame, analyzing the price action, we can spot that here we have a minor resistance, a wide minor resistance that the price respects. We dropped right here. Yes, we respected our support. We retraced, and currently we are falling again. So here, traders, we may form a double bottom. Here we have the potential double bottom, and that pattern right here we can trade. What will be our confirmation here to buy pound Swiss pair, we will strictly look for bullish breakout of the neckline of the pattern. Why? Because for now, you can see that the neckline of the pattern is the resort for the sellers to sell from. We see the bearish reactions from that. Yes, we can see that sellers are selling from that resistance. And in order to confirm the strength of the buyers, we will strictly need its bullish violation. And we will need the 4-hour candle close above that as the confirmation. Only then we can consider buying the pair on a retest. Buying on a retest, we will set our stop loss below the lows of the pattern and we'll expect a bullish movement to the closest strong resistance. Here will be our closest strong resistance, and here will be your trade for pound Swiss pair with the confirmation. Yes, and of course, you can also have two targets for the trade right here. If you strongly believe that pound Swiss pair will grow, you can also consider the next resistance right here. That resistance can be your second goal for the trade. That can be your second target for the trade. Yeah, so that will be your plan for trading pound Swiss. For now, I'm not predicting a bullish movement. For now, I see that if the price breaks the neckline, then I will be bullish. However, if the price drops, sets a new lower close here in a 4-hour time frame, that trading setup will become invalid. Please consider that important condition. CEO Judo says, Vasily, please, if dollar index is on support, does it mean that every other against dollar pair will sell, or it doesn't matter? Good question, by the way. And traders, give me yes in a live chat if you want me to share with you the analysis for dollar index. Let me know if you're interested in me sharing with you my thoughts about the index. But concerning your question, so traders, if you analyze dollar index and you see that the index is bullish, does it mean that you should, for example, short euro dollar? No. Remember that the indexes analysis is a separate thing, and you can apply the correlation between the index and the currency pair if only you are making a long-term prediction. Yes, if you are making a prediction, for example, for euro dollar for the next, 2 months, then definitely very bearish signal on dollar index on a daily, of course, will increase the probabilities that euro dollar will keep falling. But for day trading, when you trade the market intraday, or even if you trade the market on minutes time frames, like 5 minutes, 15 minutes, the correlation between the index and the currency pairs is irrelevant. Please realize that. Yes, it is very important, because I admit that correlations exist. Of course, they are. But the time frame here really matters. Yes, the global predictions, for global predictions, of course, the correlations can help. But for day trading, for scalping, it won't help, in my view. Yeah, so that is, these are my thoughts. Then the next one, new opportunity to sell dollar CAD at the moment, says Tom. Let's check it quickly. Yeah, now it's starting to grow. Yeah, take a look. By the way, what happened now? We got the false breakout of the support of the wedge. So you can see that the candle does not close below the support of the wedge. Instead, we were rejected, and currently we are forming the bullish candle. Yeah, so I will keep holding the trade. You can see that the market is above the entry now, and we are testing that rising resistance at the moment. So yeah, it can be one more opportunity to sell the pair at the moment. Now, I see a lot of yes concerning the dollar index. So let's analyze this one, DXY, and let's discuss. And again, by the way, very detailed analysis for dollar index was shared on Sunday. So never miss the Sunday's videos if you want to see the forecast for the coming week. So what is up with dollar index? I guess you know that last week we got the CPI report, and after that, index dropped heavily. And you can see that definitely the index is the greenback doesn't feel itself good now, and bearish trend here continues. And the index managed to violate that horizontal support. You can see that that structure here was violated, and we closed below that. It was a very important bearish breakout right here, and it was a very strong bearish signal, of course. However, if we analyze the recent price action, I guess you would agree with me, traders, that the market looks very oversold. You can see that for many days the index is falling and we haven't seen a pullback so far. So I strongly believe, traders, that the pullback on dollar cat on the dollar index is coming. I strongly believe that soon we will see the correctional movement on dollar index. And there are a couple of things that support my predictions. First of all, if we analyze that bearish impulse right here and then that correctional movement and copy and paste that bearish impulse and project it from the completion of that correctional movement, here we can get the completed harmonic ABCD pattern, classic reversal pattern, classic bullish pattern. And if we analyze the key levels, now if we analyze the historical price action, we can identify that here on the left, we have a very important horizontal structure support. Let me zoom in for you so you could get what am I talking about. Here you can see the price action of dollar index in spring last year. Yes, we are talking here about the price action in March and in April. And you can see that that area right here was extremely important for the index. Why? Because first, 3 times in a row, it was respected as the resistance. 3 times in a row, we saw very strong bearish reactions from that. And then after the breakout, that structure turned into support from where we saw a strong bullish rally. And the fact is that we reached that support on Friday. Yes, we reached that support, and that support right here almost matches with the completion point of the harmonic ABCD pattern that we spotted. So that can be the extremely important zone of demand. That can be an extremely important zone from where a correctional movement may initiate. Yes, I guess you would agree with me that from a current perspective, that area right here looks very, very, very significant. Now let's check what is happening on lower time frames. If we open a 4-hour, we can spot that currently the market is consolidating. We can spot that here the index is trading within a horizontal range. Also, we can spot that if we draw a trend line, we can see that the market was falling within that expanding wedge pattern. We got very cute expanding wedge pattern that the market is currently breaking. You can see that with this bullish candle, the market is currently trying to violate that rising trend line. So our intraday confirmation of the coming bullish movement will be the breakout of the trend line, of the resistance of the wedge, and of the resistance of the range. Yes, we will need the double breakout right here. The violation of them both will be a very strong bullish signal that will most likely initiate the bullish movement on the index. So that is what exactly is on focus here on dollar index. Monitor that range, let the 4-hour candle close above the resistance of the range, and then expect a bullish movement. Yeah, I hope everything is clear. Traders, let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if everything is clear, and let me know if you're following. Then about your questions. So Paul says, Vasily, please, how make PEP's stop loss do you advise newbie trade? What do you mean, Paul, by PEP's stop loss? Our stop losses, the stop losses that I suggest, are always structure based. So it means that if we buy, for example, from the support, we strictly set stop loss below this support. And if we, for example, sell from the resistance, we set our stop loss strictly above the resistance. So our stop losses are structure based. Yes, I hope it is clear. Gold traders, let me know if you want me to analyze gold for you. Let me know and give me yes in the live chat if gold traders are watching and want to hear the update for gold. And Mono says, what should be right in our trading journal? My friend, I have recently shared a very detailed article about trading journal on my website, VasilyTrader.com. There is the page, educational articles. Please check there, just the recent post about the trading journal. Yes, all the important elements of the trading journal are mentioned there. Then a couple of words about Bitcoin. There's a question about Bitcoin. Let's briefly take a look at this one, because Bitcoin is in my list for today, and something is happening here, traders. If we open Bitcoin and analyze this one on a daily, we can see that Bitcoin is ranging. Yes, Bitcoin is trading within a horizontal range. And currently we are approaching the support of the range. You can see that after the market reached the resistance of the range, strong bearish movement initiated, we are currently testing its support. So first of all, for those who are bearish biased on Bitcoin, remember that the bearish breakout of the support of the range will be a very bearish signal. Yes, the bearish violation of that support, the daily candle close below that, will be a very bearish signal, and that will inevitably push the market lower, at least to that support. Yes, so if you're looking for shorting, then wait for its bearish breakout. That will be your very strong bearish confirmation. Alternatively, you can also consider buying the market from the support of the range. But first, you will need a confirmation. Again, what can be your confirmation? Your confirmation will be on a 4-hour time frame. On a 4-hour time frame, here we can spot that we have a very solid 4-hour resistance here on Bitcoin. The resistance from where we see multiple local bearish movements. So those who want to buy Bitcoin should just wait for a bullish breakout of the resistance of that range. Once the market violates that resistance, once the market closes above that resistance on a 4-hour, you can consider buying, expecting a bullish movement to that yellow resistance. So you can have a very good trade right here. Yes, that will be the plan. And by the way, let me know, traders, in the live chat, what are your personal expectations from Bitcoin? Are you bullish or bearish biased right here? Because to be honest, watching how the market acts on a daily, to me, traders, it feels like the bearish rally is coming. You know, I'm always even though personally I invest in Bitcoin, I always kind of the skeptics, and I always see the bearish patterns right here. And for me, that range right here looks like the bearish range. Yeah. So I see a lot of gold traders here watching this live stream. Hello, gold traders. Yes, I know that you are waiting. So I promise gold will be the next one. Yes, we will analyze gold after we will finish with the Bitcoin. Mono says bearish. Yeah, I guess traders definitely. The market here is locally overheated. Yeah, and after the market formed a strong bullish impulse, we haven't really seen the correctional movement. Yes, the market was just trading in sideways, so probably it needs some correction before it will go up. Yeah, so that is very, 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 very important to let the market correct itself before it rallies again. Yeah, and for us it will be a great opportunity to buy the market on dips. So I really want to see the correctional movement. So gold. Let's open gold and analyze XAUUSD. And by the way, you always ask me what quote providers I'm using. I use the Wanda. Yeah, just for reference. Doesn't really mean that Wanda is better. Just I trade with the CTrader terminal, and the quotes in CTrader are like on Wanda. So that is the only reason. Kojo says, for short term, which time period can we use? For short term, you can use the combination of 4 hour, 30 minutes, 15 minutes. Yeah, so you spot the key levels on the 4 hour and then look for confirmations on 30 and 15 minutes time frames. Yes, that you can apply such a combination, you can apply for scalping. And Limi says, can you please share us how to spot order block? Traders, let me know if you are interested in that subject. If you give me yes, I can share with you some examples. Just let me know. So about gold. So we are in a daily, and as you remember, earlier we spotted that gold is bearish, that it is trading in a bearish trend, and previously together we have spotted that the market reached that very important horizontal zone of demand. Yes, the market reached that zone of demand, and we spotted on a previous live stream the reversal pattern. Yes, analyzing the price action way before the market actually bounced, we spotted very bullish pattern right here. We spotted the inverted head and shoulders pattern right here. Yes, here was the left shoulder, the head, the right shoulder, and you can see that here that pattern helped us to correctly predict the bullish movement on gold, and you can see how nicely the market bounced then. So currently we are seeing here on gold the correctional movement. After this bearish wave, the market is correcting. So the fact is, traders, that at the moment gold is approaching a very important horizontal resistance. Yeah, so you can see that in the past, many times in a row, that area right here was respected. It is a strong resistance that the market is approaching, trading in a bearish trend. Yeah, so for us, that resistance definitely should be on focus. And then also, just a little bit higher over here, we have one more very strong resistance. And if the price violates the current resistance, remember that it won't be a bullish signal, because just a little bit higher, we have one more resistance. So from these two resistances, from one of those, we will look for bearish movement. Yes, from one of those, we will look for a bearish reaction. And our task, of course, will be to look for confirmation. Yes, before we short. So let's discuss the intraday perspective. By the way, I know that many bullish biased traders are watching this live stream, and I know that you are looking for a signal to buy. So far from such a perspective, of course, your bullish signal, your bullish confirmation will be a bullish breakout of these two structures to the upside. Because if the market violates them too, that will be a very strong bullish reversal signal. It will invalidate that entire bearish trend. So if you're looking for strong bullish signal, and you are patient enough, the best option will be to wait for a bullish breakout of that entire area, because then a strong bullish wave will most likely initiate. Then let's open the 4-hour. Let's open the 4-hour and let's check what is up here in the 4-hour. So here in the 4-hour, we see the healthy bullish price action. You can see that here we have a strong bullish wave, a strong bullish rally, and once that high here was reached, the market started a local correctional movement. Yes, and you can see that here we formed a very cute bullish flag. So the market corrected itself within the boundaries of the flag, and you can see that then the resistance of the flag was broken, and the violation of the flag triggered a bullish continuation on gold. Yes, that breakout of the resistance of the flag was a strong bullish signal that pushed the market higher. So if you were trading the Asian session, definitely for you that was a very nice and strong bullish signal. Then what else can we spot right here? If we analyze the higher lows, we can spot, I guess, we have the rising trend line right here, this one. Yes, the market perfectly respects that rising trend line. And if we draw one more, you can see that here we have one more trend line. Let's even try to draw it from here, probably from here it is even better. So what we can spot here is that the market is steadily growing at the moment within that rising wedge pattern. You can see that here we have a perfect rising wedge, and for now the price perfectly respects its boundaries, right? So if you're a scalper, if you're looking for shorting, for now the resistance of the wedge will be a very nice point to short from, because higher the market goes, more overbought it becomes, and of course the resistance of the range of the wedge gives you a very nice point to short from. Alternatively, if you're looking for a bearish signal, for now your best confirmation can be a bearish breakout of the support of the wedge to the downside. Yes, if we violate the support of the wedge, if we close below that on the 4-hour, it can be a strong bearish signal that will initiate a bearish movement. Yeah, so that is what you should look right here if you want to sell. Now, even more clues on an hourly time frame. By the way, scalpers, let me know if you're here. Give me yes if scalpers are watching, because we can also study the gold chart on 15 minutes, on 5 minutes. Let me know if you're interested, traders. Simply give me yes. So, opening an hourly time frame. On an hourly time frame, we see a strong bullish trend right here. Yes, so here we can see just in details how nicely the market violated the resistance of the flag, and after that we got the retest and the bullish continuation. And actually here I see one more trend line. Take a look. Here we have, not even here, let's try to draw it even from here. Yeah, we have very nice rising trend line here in an hourly time frame, from where we see nice bullish reactions at the moment. And yeah, I see the scalpers here. Yeah, so many scalpers here. So nice. No, traders, you know, the scalping is the hardest trading style. So for some reason, the newbie traders think that the easiest way to trade the markets is to scalp them. But no, scalping is the hardest way. Just remember about that, because lower is the time frame, harder it is to actually make the predictions. So anyway, we have the rising trend line. And if you're a scalper, definitely from that trend line, you should have been looking for buying. Let's check if there was some nice confirmation here. Let's check how the market was reacting to this one. Yeah, nice. So, scalpers, have you bought that trend line? For you, being a scalper, the test of that trend line was the perfect buying opportunity, because once the market reached that trend line, take a look, traders. Here we formed the double bottom. Yeah, the double bottom here was formed. And the market violated the neckline of the double bottom to the upside. Violated that, retested that, and then a very nice bullish movement initiated. So here it was a very perfect signal to buy gold from that trend line, and I hope that you managed to catch this move. So back to an hourly time frame. Traders, candlestick analysis here again is very important. Take a look at that hourly candle. Yeah, take a look at that candle. Why that candle here is so important? Because with that candle, we saw a strong bullish movement. Yes, with that candle, the market started to grow rapidly. And with that candle, the market was testing our resistance. Yes, the resistance, remember, the resistance that is spotted on a daily. With that candle, the market was testing that daily resistance. And that resistance here is quite wide. And it is wide, and it is the resistance area. And within that resistance area, we have the orders of the sellers. Yes, the selling orders are placed within that. And higher the market goes, more and more orders become active. Yes, the market activates more and more selling orders. And once the market reached that point, selling pressure became that strong that the market returned to the entry point. Yes, that the market returned to the point where this candle opened. Yeah, that candle we call the rejection candle. And that candle is the best, one of the best confirmations of the strengths of a key level. Yeah, so definitely consider that rejection is the sign that sellers are here, and they still believe that resistance here is very strong. So personally, for now, from a scalping perspective, traders, from a scalping perspective, I think the best solution is to first of all wait for a bearish movement. I guess chances will be high that the market will return to that trend line. Yes, probabilities will be high that the price will drop to that trend line, because we have very nice rejections from that. And then your extra bearish confirmation will be the breakout of the trend line on the hourly time frame. Yes, if the market closes below that trend line on an hourly time frame, that will be a bearish signal. That will be a bearish signal, and it will push the market lower. Yeah, so that is what I see. Let's just briefly about the 5-minute short. If we see something important right here, for now, nothing. Yeah, traders. So I guess you see that here we definitely started to coil. Yes, we can see the range right here. And again, do you know why ranges are so important? Because within the ranges, the smart money are placing their orders. Yes, and someone is already here. Some big players are already here manipulating the market. Yeah, and we already made a prediction from analyzing the daily that is the strong resistance from where the bearish movement will most likely initiate. So now just monitor the intraday time frames and look for the confirmation. For now, the main focus is that rising trend line. Its bearish breakout will push the price lower, and then once the market drops, your next bearish confirmation will be the bearish breakout of the support of the rising wedge pattern. Yes, it will push the price even lower. Traders, let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if everything is clear with my gold analysis. Let me know what are your expectations. By the way, let me know in the live chat, do you expect here bullish continuation or are you bearish? What are your views? By the way, just briefly about the economic calendar for this week. So remember that this week, most likely the technicals will dominate the market because this week we don't really have the important fundamentals. This week after the last week's CPI, this week, the technicals will dominate. And for now, technicals looks bearish to me, traders. Now I see Paul asks many times to analyze EURUSD. So that will be the next instrument that we'll analyze. And New Week chart says, I would like to see bearish retest of 1940 area on gold. So even 1937, 1936, so our strong zone of demand is right here, even a bit lower. So from that area, definitely I would look for buying. So most of the traders are bearish. Nice to know. So trend is always our friend, traders. So as I always see, trend is always our friend, and it is always better to be on the side of the trend. So if the trend here on gold is bearish, so for now it is reasonable for us to remain bearish biased. And Tom says, what calendar do you use? I use the calendar on TradingView. Yes, on TradingView. They have a very nice economic calendar. I really like this one. So it's nicely integrated here. So, or you can try Daily Effects, for example. Daily Effects is good one, and the one was on the investing.com website is also good. I think. So I promised Paul to post love you. Thank you, traders. Thank you for your support. I hope that you're enjoying the live stream. So I promised to analyze EURUSD, Paul. I see. Let me check it for you. So on EURUSD, important thing is happening on EURUSD. First of all, we have the trend line right here. Yes, that's falling trend line, and also we have the strong resistance cluster right here. And you can see that the market is already breaking the resistance right here. You can see that the market is already tries to violate the resistance, and it feels like this one here will be broken. Yes, traders, please do not spam in the live chat, because once you start spamming, I miss the questions of other members. So please kindly respect the other members. Yes, and occasionally I miss the questions of other members. Occasionally I don't see the questions of other members simply because there is so much fluid in the live chat. So please respect other members. Thank you so much for understanding. So on EURUSD, we are currently breaking the neckline and we are testing that horizontal resistance cluster. And it feels like buyers are currently dominating. So Paul, for now, the best advice is to wait for a bullish breakout of that entire area. If the daily candle closes above that area, if we close above that, that will be a very strong bullish signal. And that will most likely push the prices higher. So main focus is on breakout right now. You can see that we are already violating that trend line. Yes, it is already a strong bullish clue. Just for extra confirmation, let the market break that area, that yellow area, to the upside as well. And Christina has to analyze CAT Swiss. Let's briefly check this one, because by the way, last week I made very bearish prediction for CAD-Swiss after the breakout. I shared on my free Telegram channel that the pair will keep falling, and you can see how nicely it dropped down. And yes, so CAD-Swiss pair is currently testing the important structure Leo. Yeah, here's our year's Leo that the market is currently testing, the historical Leo. And I guess you would also agree with me that the market is very oversold at the moment. So from that support, we can look for buying. From that support, we can look for a pullback trade. So our task will be simply to look for a confirmation right here before we open long. And on the 4-hour time frame, analyzing the price action, let's look for the clues. Let's look if we have something important here to note. Yeah, so first we have this very strong trend line. Definitely nice one, definitely strong one, respected 3 times in a row in the past. Also, yeah, this one doesn't look really valid. Yeah, so let's try to find one more being the support. Yeah, this one, for example. So we have the expanding wedge pattern right here. And for now, Christina, you can consider monitoring the reaction of the price to that resistance of the wedge. Yes, and if the price violates that, it can be a very nice and strong bullish signal for you to catch a pullback from that support. Yeah, that can be a very nice confirmation for you. Then opening an hourly. On hourly, we can also spot one more interesting thing. So on an hourly time frame, we have one more trend line. This one. Yeah, and you can see that for now, from that trend line, we see nice and strong bearish reactions. So your confirmation also can be the breakout of that trend line. And also for extra confidence, also let the market violate that horizontal resistance to the upside as well. So if the hourly candle closes above that horizontal resistance and that trend line, I guess we can expect a local pullback here as well. So 2 options for you: either you monitor that falling trend line on an hourly time frame, or you focus on that falling wedge pattern on a 4-hour and you wait for its bullish breakout. Yeah, that is what I see. Tom says, does the all-time low on CAD-Swiss mean anything? Is it extra short because of the historical value? Tom, good question. So remember that there are the points that were important for the market participants in the past. They are the levels that the market participants respected in the past and from where we saw strong bullish or bearish movements. And of course, for the market participants, these levels are very important. And the fact that in May, from that support, we saw such a strong bullish movement for many market participants, that will be the reason to start buying from here or to start closing the short positions. So for the market participants, the historical levels are important, especially the historical levels from where very significant moves initiated. So because of that, of course, we should pay close attention to that levels. These levels are very important. Then US 100 index. And traders, by the way, if I don't answer your question, please ask again, because so many messages now in the live chat. So if I missed your question, please ask again. Probably you are interested in crude oil analysis or I don't know, or something else. Please ask and don't be shy. So US 100. US 100, let's again open the daily. And previously on TradingView, by the way, I shared a very bullish pattern that I spotted right here. Here, trading in a bullish trend. US 100 index formed a perfect cup and handle pattern. Yeah, I guess traders, you saw this pattern right here. Wonderful pattern. Wonderful bullish pattern, and after the breakout of a neckline, very nice bullish movement here initiated. So very nice trend following setup here. Now, if we zoom out the chart and analyze the historical key levels, let's try to spot where is our next strong resistance. Our next strong resistance is for now over here. Yes, around 15,900. So far, it is the closest historical resistance. And to me, it feels like bulls may easily keep pushing the market to that resistance. Yeah, so that is the first strong horizontal resistance in focus. Also, let's briefly check if we have any important trend line here as well, but it feels like not really. Yeah, it feels like not really. So, yeah, we have the trend line right here, but it is even above that horizontal key level. So yeah. I think most likely the index will keep growing, and so far the goal for the buyers is that horizontal structure. Yeah, that is what I see. Then, Euro New Zealand. Question from James about Euro New Zealand. Let's analyze Euro New Zealand, and yeah, also very bullish. Yeah, very bullish pair at the moment, and we can see that currently the pair is breaking a strong and solid horizontal daily resistance to the upside. You can see that with that daily candle, we are breaking that structure, and yeah, it looks like that structure here is already invalidated. Yeah, and it looks like the pair will go higher. And so far, the next goal for the buyers here in Euro New Zealand is, of course, that structure. Yeah, so far, it is the closest strong resistance. It is a very important resistance that was respected by the market at the end of June. Yeah, so let the market reach that resistance. And from that resistance, we'll look for a pullback trade. Yeah, I guess that is so far, yeah, the only thing that I can see, because definitely the pair is just very bullish. Yeah, we are trading in a strong bullish trend. So yeah, for now, just very bullish outlook right here. Dollar yen question from Vasily. Let's check. Dollar yen, very interesting. Dollar yen very excites me because on a dollar yen pair, we have a test of a very important weekly structure right here. Yeah, you can see that opening a weekly time frame. We have a very important zone of demand that the market is currently approaching. Yes, that is very important. However, at the same time, we should also realize the fact that on a daily time frame, the market has just violated that rising trend line to the downside. So very interesting situation right here. From one side, we have a very important weekly demand cluster. But from another side, we have a confirmed breakout and a very nice retest and a consequent bearish reaction from the market to that rising trend line, to that rising broken trend line. So to me, it feels like the best option from a current perspective is to wait. Yes, because if you buy the market now, you will buy against that major trend line, and if you sell the market now, you will sell against that strong horizontal zone of demand. So to me, I would suggest, as your bullish signal, wait for a bullish breakout of that trend line. If a daily candle closes above that trend line, it will most likely initiate a bullish movement on the pair. That will be your bullish confirmation. For bearish confirmation, for now, I would not recommend shorting the market at all, because we have a wide and strong zone of demand right here. Yes, strong zone of demand is ahead. So if the market goes lower, just expect the accumulation of buying volumes within that area. Yeah, that will be the plan. Aussie dollar. Question from Patrick. Let's open Aussie dollar and check this one. So what is up with Aussie dollar? On Aussie dollar, take a look at the recent key levels that I spotted. So these are the key levels that I identified on Aussie dollar pair. And you can see that last week, the market reached that horizontal resistance, that horizontal daily resistance from where bearish movement initiated. And so far, from a daily time frame perspective, our closest support is that area. So most likely, the market will keep falling to that support. From a daily time frame perspective, the pair looks bearish and most likely the market will keep falling. Opening a 4-hour. On the 4-hour time frame, we can see a local consolidation. So you can see that here on the 4-hour time frame, we are trading within a range. Here is the support of the range, here is the resistance of the range, and you can see that we are perfectly respecting the boundaries of that range. If the market breaks and closes below the support of the range, if the 4-hour candle closes below that, it will be a strong bearish signal. Yes, and it will most likely push the market lower to that horizontal support. So if you're looking for the intraday confirmation to sell, main focus will be that horizontal trading range on a 4-hour time frame. Patrick, I hope that it is clear. And give me yes if you got the point. Traders, if something is not clear, remember you can always ask. Yeah, I'm here to help, so always do not be shy and ask anything you want. Tom says, do you pay attention to psychological round price levels at all? Yes. Especially if I'm planning the target. Yeah, you know, Tom, for example, I don't know, imagine that we are shorting, the market keeps falling, and our support, you know, our support that we spotted is, for example, 65,984. And just a bit higher, we have the round number, 66. Of course, we will adjust our target based on the round number. So round numbers are good for better stop placement and the target selection. So when you are planning your targets, always prioritize the round numbers because they are very important. But do not overestimate their importance. That's also a very important rule. So then, Hiraj says CAD yen. Yeah, I can check this one for you. CAD yen. If we check the daily on the CAD yen pair, we can see that bears are pushing the pair at the moment. So for some time, the pair was stuck on that horizontal support. You can see that here on the daily, we got a strong horizontal structure support where the market was ranging for some time. And you can see that at the moment, the daily candle tries to violate that support. So daily candle close below that support will be a strong bearish signal. Yes, and it will most likely push the price lower. So my advice to you is to let the daily candle close below that support. It will confirm the violation. And then you can expect a bearish continuation to the next strong support. Your next strong support will be that horizontal level. So that will be the next goal for the sellers. Just briefly about the 4-hour time frame analysis. If we have something interesting right here to watch, if we have any trend line right here, nothing special. Yes, so now main focus is the daily time frame on CAD yen. Let the market break that structure and then expect a bearish continuation. Question from Charles about euro dollar. Euro dollar looks interesting. Yeah, looks interesting because traders, I guess you would agree with me that euro dollar looks very overbought. So first, take a look at the candlesticks right here. You can see that after the CPI report, the pair was growing rapidly. Yes, and here we formed two high momentum bullish candles on a daily. Then, however, we formed doji candle, and that doji signifies that the market found finally the equilibrium between the buyers and the sellers, and for that reason the market stopped growing. So to me, traders, it feels like the correctional movement is coming in euro dollar. And one more thing supports my predictions if we analyze this bullish impulse, copy that and project it from the completion point of the retracement. We also have the harmonic ABCD pattern here. Again, we have little bit violated its completion point already, but still the pattern is here, traders. So it increases the probabilities of the coming bearish movement on euro dollar. Couple of words about the 4-hour time frame analysis here. On the 4-hour time frame, we can spot that the market is consolidating. We have a strong 4-hour support right here. The support from where so far we see the bullish movements, the support from where buyers are willing to buy for now. So your intraday confirmation to sell your dollar will be, of course, the breakout of that support to the downside. If the market breaks and closes below that on a 4-hour, we'll expect the correctional movement on the pair. Yes, that is what I see here on euro dollar. Patrick says, Vasily, is the recent key levels carries more weight as on Aussie dollar where the closest support is the recent key level? Patrick, remember that in trading, recent key levels are more important than the key levels that are very far, simply because the majority of the market participants unfortunately are blind and they see the structures that just very close to them. So closer is the key level, higher is the chance that that key level will be respected. Yeah, just because, as I told you, most of the traders are blind, unfortunately, and probably that is why 90% of traders fail, because traders, most of the traders trade from phones, from cell phones. And how the hell can you spot the key levels on phone? Yeah, especially on the vertical screen. So that is why the market tends to respect the recent key levels more often than the key levels that are very far, simply because that closer is the key level, more people will actually notice that. Yeah, so these are my thoughts. Tom says, New Zealand dollar pair. Let's open New Zealand dollar. New Zealand USD. This one, by the way, as I knew, is on a key level now. Yeah. So open the daily time frame. On a daily, if we analyze the key levels, we can spot that here we have key level. Yeah, key support. And we are currently testing that support. So, of course, from that support, we can look for buying. The pair is currently trading in a bullish trend, and with this bullish movement, we even violated the previous high and set a new higher close here in the daily. So definitely, New Zealand dollar pair is the pair of the buyers, and for now, it is simply pullback, and after that pullback, most likely one more bullish wave will follow. So I am currently looking for a confirmation on New Zealand dollar pair, and I am looking for some bullish pattern around that resistance. Yes, sorry, around that support, around that horizontal key level. And for now, traders, I see nothing, because for now we just see the healthy bearish trend here on New Zealand dollar. For now, bears simply push the prices lower. So your task on New Zealand dollar pair is to monitor that yellow zone, and within that zone, look for a bullish pattern to buy the market. Look for the double bottom, the inverted head and shoulders pattern, the ascending triangle. Yeah, something like that. Look for the bullish confirmation within that area to buy the market. That will be the plan right here. Then, pound yen. Question from James about pound yen pair. Let's open this one. And traders, as always, thank you for your questions. Thank you for your participation. I always appreciate that. So on the pound yen pair, even though the market is trading in a strong bullish trend, I guess traders, you would agree with me that the market is currently weakening. And for some time, the market was even trading within that horizontal range. And you can see that that range was broken to the downside. We violated its support and we dropped lower. Then we retested the broken support of the range. And from the broken support of the range, very nice bearish movement initiated. And from a current perspective, what can we notice here? Let's even open an hourly time frame and let's look for the clues. So let's look for some trend lines. If we have some trend lines, not really on the 4-hour time frame. I guess on the 4-hour time frame we have the head and shoulders pattern. Yeah, kind of the weird one, but probably still valid. Yeah, this one gives the left shoulder, the head, and here goes the right shoulder. So we have the pattern right here. And actually, that horizontal support right here is the resort for the buyers to buy from. So to me, it feels like if the price breaks and closes below that support, then the pair will most likely drop lower. Yeah, so that can be your focus now. And yeah, looks like the market here is very overbought on pound yen. Probably the correctional movement is coming right here, and that pattern right here is already the sign of weakness of the buyers. So just as the extra clue, wait for the breakout of that horizontal neckline. Yeah, that will be your bearish confirmation. Cathal says, oil please, Vasily. Of course. Let's open oil, WTI, crude oil, US oil, and yeah. By the way, I guess you saw that on WTI crude oil, we recently got the gap down. And as you know, with the gaps, we always have a simple rule. There's always the 80% chance that the gap will be filled. And you can see that with that whack right here, the market filled the gap. Yes, the gap was filled. Then, if we open it daily, you can see that here are the key levels for now to watch on WTI crude oil. And so far, you can see that bearish movement initiated from the resistance. We formed a bearish engulfing candle here in the daily. You can see that this bearish candle completely engulfed that bullish candle. And of course, it is a very bearish signal. And it makes me think that WTI crude oil will most likely keep falling for now. And I think most likely that support here will be reached quite soon. As your extra confirmation, for now, you can monitor that 4-hour horizontal support. You can see that for now, buyers are buying from that support, and for now, that support is respected. So, bearish breakout of that support, the 4-hour candle close below that, will be a strong bearish signal, and it will push the prices lower. Yeah, so bias is bearish, and the breakout of that support will be your bearish confirmation. Then pound Aussie. Pound Aussie question from Jerry. Pound Aussie pair. Let's open this one and daily time frame again. And pound Aussie started to grow recently. Yeah, so trading in a bullish trend. After the price set a new high close, we retraced, and now bullish movement initiated. And the price started to respect this major rising trend line right here. So, Jerry, I guess trend is our friend, right? And most likely the bullish trend here will continue. So, trading in a strong bullish trend, perfectly respecting that rising trend line and forming a bullish engulfing candle. On that, I think chances will be high that pound Aussie will keep growing. Yeah, and so far, goal for the buyers is that resistance. Yeah, I guess from such a perspective, it looks very obvious. Yeah, so let's expect a bullish movement here. Let's briefly check what we have on the 4-hour. On the 4-hour time frame, we have just... Oh, have we violated this one, by the way? I think not really. Yeah, so we have the strong 4-hour resistance right here, the intraday resistance. And I think the 4-hour candle close above that resistance will be your extra bullish confirmation. Yeah, so if the 4-hour candle closes above that intraday horizontal supply area, then yeah, probabilities will be even higher that the pair will keep growing. Yeah. US 30 and natural gas is Uzaif. Uzaif, we have already discussed US 30. Yes, and I shared very detailed analysis. We discussed the scenarios, so please check the recording. Yes, we spotted the range on a daily, and we discussed that the bullish breakout of the range, a daily candle close above that, will be a strong bullish signal, and it will push the prices higher. While if you're a bearish biased, your main focus will be the range on the 4-hour, and you should strictly wait for a 4-hour candle close below the support of the range as your signal to short. Yes, that is what I see here. Then, dollar cat breaking the wedge. That is sad. Yeah, that is sad. Yeah. Stopped out right here. Yeah, on the dollar cat, I confirm that the trade here was stopped out. So we got the false violation of the support of the flag, and you can see that then the prices pushed higher. So yeah, here we have the confirmed stop loss. Yeah. So the next one will be natural gas. Net gas USD, net gas net gas. Here it goes. Yeah. So what I see on natural gas, if we open natural gas on a daily time frame, I guess we can see right here the head and shoulders pattern. Yeah, quite weird one, but still looks valid. Or this one here is very tricky because we can also spot right here the bullish flag. Very hard to see. Very hard to see actually. But we definitely should admit the fact that here we have a strong horizontal support. Yes, we have a strong horizontal support right here. And if the price breaks and closes below that horizontal support, if a daily candle closes below that support, it will be a strong bearish signal, and that will push the prices lower. We also have the trend line right here, by the way, and that trend line here was violated to the downside. So it is a quite important bearish clue here. But once the trend line was violated, we reached that support from where we see the willingness of buyers to buy. Yeah, so I would suggest waiting for a bearish breakout of that horizontal support as your bearish confirmation here. Yeah, so far that is what I see on natural gas. US 100. Donald, we have also discussed the US 100 already. We discussed that the index will most likely keep growing. We spotted the next goal for the buyers. We concluded that the market will reach at least 15,900 level. So growth is expected and the index will most likely keep growing. However, if you didn't buy from lower levels, it is already quite late. So I would suggest waiting for a pullback first before you buy. You can consider the support of that channel here, for example. We have a very nice rising trend line right here from where nice bullish movements initiated in the past. So from that, you can look for buying. Yeah, that will be the plan. Pound Aussie on a strong weekly level. Pound Aussie, let's open the weekly. Yeah, on a strong weekly. I see the level right here, Tom, but I guess you would agree with me that with all this wicks, it feels like the market completely neglected that weekly resistance. Yeah, so you can see that many times. Here is that level, exactly. Here it goes. And take a look, Tom, how many times how many times the market already neglected that level. Take a look how far we went already. So feels like that weekly resistance here is no more relevant. Yeah, feels like if previously, take a look how nicely bears reacted to that resistance, now we simply started to neglect that resistance. So most likely, yeah, news works. Yes, news works. But with this news, with this works, the key levels start losing its relevance. Yeah, that is, I guess, the fact. New Zealand cats. Question from James about New Zealand cat here. Let's open this one on a daily. Yeah, so previously I have spotted here on New Zealand cat the confluence zone. The confluence zone based on the following trend line and that horizontal structure. And after a false breakout, the market formed right here the bearish engulfing candle that engulfed that bullish candle completely, and now we see a bearish continuation. Ahead here on New Zealand cat, we have now that horizontal support cluster. Yes, here it goes, that horizontal zone of demand. So further bearish continuation on New Zealand cat will be expected after a breakout of that area. So if a daily candle closes below that area, a further bearish continuation will be expected. Yes, so the trend is bearish here. Yes, the trend line from where this bearish movement initiated is very strong. So most likely bearish movement will continue here. Dollar Swiss. Dollar Swiss is very bearish, traders. So dollar Swiss has recently violated a very important structure. Let's even open the weekly. On the weekly time frame, traders, I guess you saw that on the dollar Swiss pair, we got this significant horizontal structure support area. So that support cluster, that was broken. Yes, that entire area was violated with one single weekly candle, with one single high momentum bearish candle. The market violated that area and closed below that. So, of course, it is a very important bearish signal. And now, looking left, we can spot that so far, traders, our closest support is over here. Yeah, here is our zone of demand. Here is our very important Leo based on the price action 2015s. So the pair looks very bearish, of course. Most likely, this one will drop lower. Yeah, but remember that again, we are quite oversold at the moment. So I highly recommend you to wait for an occasional retest of that broken structure, because from that broken structure, we can look for very nice shorting. So let the market correct itself first, let the market retest that broken area, and from there, let's look for shorting. Traders, I guess we had a wonderful discussion today. As always, if you're interested in more live streams, I do such live streams on a daily basis in my premium group. For more info, check my website. It is vasilytrader.com. I also have the Signals group. I have the premium course for you if you want to learn my trading strategy. Also, traders, do not forget to subscribe to my social networks. I have Instagram, Facebook group, Twitter, I have TradingView page, and I have the Telegram channel. All the links are in the description below. Traders, as always, do not forget to like this live stream. Please share your feedbacks. As always, your feedbacks, your opinion is very important for me. So let me know how you feel yourself after today's live stream. And yeah, thank you for your support. The recording of this live stream will be provided just in a couple of minutes. Thank you, and I will see you soon.